The FIFA World Cup is changing in a huge way. In 2026, there won't be 32 teams. There will be 48. And somehow, FIFA expects millions of fans to understand how this tournament actually works. Honestly, most people don't. You've probably heard things like group stage, round of 32, knockout bracket, and seeding. But how do 48 national teams become one world champion? And why is the tournament suddenly much bigger than before? Don't worry. In the next few minutes, I'll explain the entire 2026 FIFA World Cup from start to finish. By the end, you'll understand the whole tournament better than most fans. Let's begin. First, the big change. For years, the World Cup had 32 teams. Simple enough. But FIFA decided to expand the tournament to 48 teams. That's 16 extra countries. Good news for smaller football nations. Bad news for anyone trying to understand the format. So how are these 48 teams organized? Here's the first stage, the group stage. The 48 teams are divided into 12 groups. Each group contains 4 teams. Think of it like 12 mini-tournaments happening at the same time. Every team plays 3 matches, one against each opponent in its group. Win a game and you get 3 points. Draw and you get 1 point. Lose and you get 0. Pretty simple so far. After all the group matches are finished, teams are ranked by points. And this is where things get interesting. The top 2 teams from each group automatically advance. 12 groups means 24 teams move on immediately. But we're not done. The tournament needs 32 teams for the next round. So FIFA adds another twist. The 8 best third-place teams also qualify. Yes, a team can finish 3rd in its group and still survive. This sounds simple. It isn't, because now teams from different groups are being compared against each other. Every goal suddenly matters. One extra goal scored in a group match could be the difference between going home and reaching the knockout stage. Once the group stage ends, 32 teams remain. Now, the real drama begins. The round of 32. This is a pure knockout round. No second chances, no safety net. Lose once, and you're out. Win, and you keep moving. It's basically football's version of a survival game.
32 teams become 16. 16 become 8. 8 become 4. 4 become 2. And eventually, 1 champion remains. These rounds have familiar names: round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and finally, the World Cup final. The structure is simple, but there's another detail many fans miss: seeding. Before the tournament starts, stronger teams are usually separated across different groups. In theory, this prevents giant football nations from eliminating each other too early.
In practice, football loves chaos. Every World Cup produces surprises. A small nation beats a giant. A favorite crashes out. A group suddenly becomes impossible to predict. You know the type. The team everyone expected to win is suddenly booking an early flight home. That's what makes the World Cup special. The format gives underdogs a chance. And with 48 teams, there are now more underdogs than ever. More countries, more matches, more surprises. More chaos. And honestly, that's probably exactly what FIFA wanted. So let's quickly recap. The 2026 World Cup starts with 48 teams. Those teams are split into 12 groups of 4. The top 2 teams from each group advance. The 8 best third-place teams join them. That creates a round of 32. Then, the tournament becomes a straight knockout competition until only 1 team remains. And that's how 48 teams become one world champion. The format may look confusing at first, but once you see the steps, it's actually a giant football funnel shrinking from 48 teams down to 1 winner. Now, the real question is this: will the bigger World Cup create more unforgettable moments, or just more chaos? We'll find out in 2026.